put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it with no one. Ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Madden Football brings you the divisional rounds of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Panthers under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's it.
Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Hurts. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air. I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action, Fields. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. To throw is Fields. Very quickly here, and that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out now come the Lions. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts in the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Tommy Tremble from 3 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The Panthers about ready to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. On the move past the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, they'll run it here. And he stopped after a gain of 1.
Just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. What's good on the extra point? And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive, but that will be incomplete.
Nola being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jamison Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance, second half action. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those,
look out.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab.
Their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now it's Fields.
And that'll be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And he'll be set up in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts. And
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prole spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jamison Williams who's shaken up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And
why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of